to go for part 2.
So we have our 3 and 3. Is that what we're gonna call it?
We'll call it
3 and 3. Okay. So
Enter the
first,
graphic.
yeah,
There. That's our graphic from the graphic department.
we didn't pay much for that.
Yeah.
So you guys have probably heard the news that LL Cool J and Ice Cube are teaming up to buy 22 regional sports TV networks.
Wow.
The reason is Disney owned these sports broadcasting networks, and it was considered monopoly. So the government is making them sell off these 22 companies so that you can't have monopolies, right? Which is a crazy thing. I'll talk about those later. So apparently, these previous stations are being sold for $71 billion. That's nice. Go ahead on.
Jump change to LL.
Love to see my brothers out there making moves. I'm loving that. So I want to see how that's going. We got to follow up on that.
I think it's convenient that it came after Bill Cosby went to jail. Oops, that's too soon.
Right. But I don't think it was the same ones, though, is it? No, I don't think it's the same ones. Because he was going to buy some NBC.
Yeah. He got that kind of bread. And if he don't have that bread, he got connects to get that kind of bread.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Pray for
So if every hip-hop artist came together
and did
was
something
like,
positive
they
like
come up with
this.
I mean, Jay-Z, he got
Right.
he's close. And Dre.
Right.
Yeah, they got money like that. They can make it happen.
Speaking of giving back, did you hear? You probably watched it. There was the special that they did on Dr. Dre, where they showed he had revamped the music conservatory at his previous high school. What was that show?
I didn't see that one. I did
Daggone
see his documentary, but I didn't see that one.
What was the name of the documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the love of Jesus, I can't remember it.
Well, I hadn't planned to talk about it, but I
Lord
should know it though.
Jesus. I know, but I watched it.
Yeah.
That's gonna make me mad now.
And it's a good documentary. Matter of fact, it's so good. I think I'll watch it again tonight.
You gotta find the name of it first.
I'll find the name. I got Google.
I got Google too.
Yeah.
I got Google. I got Google. You got Google. We got Google.
Yeah, but Cube on the same note of hip hop artists, or any black artists or any any black entrepreneurs.
Defiant ones.
Okay, all right, it's all good. You got me.
I got Google.
You got me. Yeah, but Cube has a basketball team. Basketball league.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Gotta find that
And
now.
I just found out. I mean, I kept seeing it because I'm not a basketball fan like that. I mean, I'm a Clipper fan. A little bit of a Laker fan, but more of a basketball player fan, like Blake Griffith or LeBron James or Shaq, somebody like that. But man, Kobe, yeah, I respect Kobe, but he's not one of my favorite players. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
and so that being said,
it's called Big Three.
Yeah, I'm not well versed in it, but I just came to understand what it is, and so what I did read about it though, which I found was unique, is he didn't want to be tied down to teams being in specific genres or specific locations, I should say. So in other words, you don't have like a Los Angeles team.
Right.
The teams are in different other areas. So as I find out more about it, I'll share. And
Nice.
those of you who do have the
gotta be a
teams,
topic.
and
Yeah.
those of you who do have teams and are well versed in it, let us know in the comments below so we can get up on game, because
That's
I'm
cool.
down to watch some players play. And they even trying to bring Kobe back. I think Kobe was back in that league playing.
What?
Yeah, because it's all retired basketball players and their
Really?
friends. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty unique on some stuff. Yep.
Okay, we're going to talk about that next time.
Yeah, for sure.
We have to.
What you got?
Oh, so apparently 2 days before Christmas, Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth tied the knot down.
That's the gossip news, huh?
I know it is. I know, but he's hot.
But did they have
She did good caption that one. Apparently they were high school sweethearts. And I guess they reunited, but he's fine. Him and his brother.
Oh, nice. Good. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Glad they make it happen. Maybe it calm her down now. Her music's going to change. I guarantee you that.
Well, I
She ain't
saw
going to be swinging
her
on the balls no more.
with her chicken butt sticking out.
Wow. swinging on a wrecking ball. She gonna slow that down. Liam's like, no, boo boo, you ain't doing that right there.
Wait, but actually, she's changed her act back
Mm.
to being somebody that I wouldn't mind my daughter listening to.
She should go in the country.
Well, no, she did a spot recently on I think it was Saturday Night Live, where
Mm.
she was singing some Christmas carols. She
Mm.
was dressed all nice and looking all pretty and looking clean and sober and all that good stuff. You go on, Glen Coco.
Make it happen.
I ain't mad at you.
Make it happen.
Mad at you.
That's what's up.
Oh, okay.
What you got?
So apparently, and this is being discussed widely, New York Times did an article about it just yesterday. The title of the article is, Did a Queens Podiatrist Help Donald Trump Avoid Vietnam?
Yes.
Apparent.
Sorry. Slip.
Apparently, the doctor in question died in 2007, but apparently they spoke with his daughter. His daughter said that their father often told the story of coming to the aid of young Mr. Trump during the Vietnam War
Mhm.
as a favor to his father. And apparently, the podiatrist, Dr. Larry Bronstein, um, rented his office space from Trump's father. So maybe, I don't know.
It's like a show they used to have back in the '70s called All in the Family, huh? All in the Family and all the homies. Just
Yeah.
keep it going. And see, when you do things like that, it always come to light. When you do dirt, it always comes to light.
Right.
Especially when you put yourself up
Right.
so high. That's just crazy, man. You can't be. I mean, if he wasn't so cocky, it wouldn't look so bad. But you look stupid. Doing all that talking, and you ran from the service.
And the crazy thing is, wasn't he giving who was the captured veteran who
John
John McCain. He was talking
Maverick.
about McCain, talking about we like people who aren't getting caught. Well, guess what? I like people that don't dodge the draft.
That's right.
Because all three of my uncles
Served their country.
served in the
I
army
don't care
during
what
the
it is.
time of Vietnam War. They all three made
You
it
could-
back
I
alive.
don't care. I don't care
They
if you're a
made it back
cook. It
alive.
don't matter.
You
Everybody
serve
wanna-
your
don't-
right.
you serve your
Every-
country. Ain't-
oh,
there's no
Jesus.
there's no position in the service that
I
makes
like
you
people
less
that
credible
don't
than anybody
dodge
else. Yeah.
draft. So apparently, and the New York Times has a photo featured of Mr. Trump at center during his senior year at the New York Military Academy. He would receive a medical exemption from the draft just a few years later. Yeah.
He's a Dodger. He's a Dodger fan.
Dodger. Not those kind of Dodgers.
Not that kind of Dodger.
Not the baseball
That's
kind of
right.
Dodgers. He's like this kind of Dodger.
He's a Dodger. He's a
Shame.
Houdini Dodger.
Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame on you.
Well,
Even Elvis Presley served. I mean, he sang, but he still served. He didn't dodge. Elvis Presley did not dodge the draft. Shame on you.
man, all I can say is kill him with your shoulders. Snoop Dogg, Lil Duval, they got an album, actually not an album, looks like a YouTube video. They kind of slipped through
Kill him with the
cracks.
shoulders. Hey.
2016, over 2 million views. Didn't like it was a big hit because it's like, a couple years later. I've never heard it, kind of a West Coast fan, but I never heard this one. So I stumbled upon Snoop Dogg, Kill Him With Your Shoulders, featuring Lil Duval. You can Google that, YouTube that, check it out. Looks like it's on Doggy Style Records. If I can read right, doing this thing, man. I like to see, some new stuff come
Is
out.
it Snoop featuring Duval or Duval featuring
It looks
Snoop?
like, from what I've gathered, is Duval probably produced it, and then Snoop Dogg got on it, and he's probably trying to bring him up. But again, don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't matter. I'm a West Coast fan.
But he might kill you with his shoulders, so
He
be
might-
careful
that's
how you
true.
break the news.
That's true. Might shrug up, knock me out with a shoulder lock. But yeah, I just want to see some new stuff come out. No, Ice Cube got a new one out.
Oh, yes. I was jamming to that the other night. I was
banger.
at the gym. Talking about, I love me. I like people that tell the truth.
Yeah,
And
that's how it should be.
spit that reality at me. Let me hear it.
Arrest the president.
You got the evidence.
Or even T.I. T.I. had one, though, too.
Oh,
Yeah, T.I. was bringing it up, too. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
I
Yep.
remember that.
T.I. had one,
And
too.
wait a minute. And I was just flabbergasted and completely befuddled that Trump had the audacity to be mad because Ti had a lookalike, being all sexy on the desk. Your woman did pose nude
Right.
in a
Right.
magazine.
Because he showed Trump reality.
So
Yeah.
apparently
Showed
she's
reality.
open.
Reality.
Hmm,
Yeah, you can't get mad at that. That's
can't be
like
mad at
somebody,
that.
doing a video on Obama, Michelle, and they got Michelle, in a professor's teacher's uniform in front of a class teaching. Same thing. Same thing. You did it in the past.
Right?
You know what I mean? Don't get mad if it came back to you. You know what I'm saying? Just
What's
claim
done
what
in the dark
claim.
always comes to light. And that's one of the things we try to teach our students about the internet. Once it's out there,
It's
it's
out. That's
forever.
it.
You can't get it back.
That's it. What was they talking about? That what's your boy? You see Kevin Spacey? Did you see him lately?
No.
Okay, so he's on. You can Google him and find him on YouTube or something like that. We kind of running over, but I want to share this one real quick. Kevin Spacey, pretty much, and it gave me chills to watch it. I saw on the news day before yesterday, or actually yesterday morning, and he went on YouTube and in character, the character of his show that's on Netflix, and just basically just started. I wouldn't say ranting, but just giving off opinion and answering the things that were accused against him in character, which I thought was for the first time in my life. I've never seen it so blatant. I know actors act,
Mhm.
and when they get in
Mhm.
scenarios, they
Mhm.
kind of cry, get their way out of it, or whatever they
Mhm.
can.
Mhm.
But he went straight into character and did it, and it was unique for me in that he just stared the camera in the eye and answered his accusers basically in all the public opinion pretty much in character.
Mm.
That gave me chills, which was bomb. But what he did, they was 18, whatever, still kind of messed up. You're still messing with kids, in my opinion, and it kind of backlash because now all the people that were accusing him have mysteriously found video. The question that I have for you, the viewer, is I don't use Snapchat. And it looks like this person that has accused him was 18 at the time, but he had Snapchat because he was showing his girlfriend, is what it was told. Because if he told people, they wouldn't believe it, so he wanted Snapchat to show. Now, doesn't Snapchat take a video and then lose it forever?
You can actually save a video.
Got it.
You can. I actually have Snapchat. I don't do anything appropriate with it, but I have Snapchat.
No comment.
Um, so you can actually save snaps that you do
I've
when
never used
someone
it.
sends you something. You can screenshot it and
Okay.
save it. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I've never used it. It
yeah.
wasn't my thing.
It's
Things
my
got to fit
thing.
in. I'm
It's my
I'm an
thing.
Android. For all my Android brothers out there, fellas, Android. That's what it
Stop
is.
giving away that free publicity.
It's coming. So
No, but I want to go back. Did you hear? I'm sure you did. About the middle of December, Trump was complaining that the negative coverage of him on Saturday Night Live said that it couldn't be legal. Apparently, he's talking about suing Saturday Night Live for the skits making fun of him.
that's what he
And
does.
the crazy thing is, Saturday Night Live makes fun of everybody.
Yep, that's the
You're not
nature of what they
special.
are. Yeah,
You're not
essentially what they are.
special. So
Yeah, so
sit
it's just
down.
typical of him trying to control people and keep people quiet in his,
Mm. But
dic-
that's Kanye's boy.
dictatorship type of rule. And we ain't gonna stand for that stuff. You do all your suing you want. You can't sue
Right?
nobody that ain't got nothing.
Right.
So
But see, the
when it
bottom
comes
line
down
is,
to our level, and you
there's
try
no
to sue
such
us
thing
with it,
as
it's like,
freedom of speech. That's one of the founding principles of our country.
that's true. You can't
Men
sue
like
everybody.
yourself, women like yourself who have served in our military, one of the things they fight for is our freedom of speech.
Which is hypocritical. How you gonna
Right.
shut people up and sue people for saying stuff that basically is it's comic relief.
Hmm.
It's they were doing Obama the same way,
Right?
right?
I didn't hear him complain. Nobody was
Obama ain't
complaining
suing
then.
nobody. They was taking Obama. They was hanging dummies from trees
Effigies. Hmm.
with nooses and
Right.
lighting them on fire, and that's the president of the United States.
Right.
And
Right.
Obama was gentleman enough to say, you guys can do what you want, just don't bring it here.
Right.
And even
So-
he tried to sue, or he shut down Kathy the comedian
Oh,
lady.
Gifford.
No, not Kathy. Kathy Griffin.
Kathy Griffin. Yeah,
Kathy
Kathy
Griffin.
Griffin.
and because she did the
Yes.
head and the blood and all that
Right,
stuff,
and
which was
then she
expression.
ended up losing her job.
She did,
That's sad, but
but
that's all right. There's something coming for you,
yeah,
boo.
that's
Something
right.
coming
It's
for
all
you,
good. So
boo.
anyway, I guess the message to all this is, since you took it back to the Trumpster, is, I respect, all my brothers that, serve, and all my sisters that
Thank
serve,
you.
and
Thank you for
the
doing what
people,
I'm not
yeah, the people
doing.
even around them. You don't have to necessarily serve, because you can be a
The
servlet.
family members,
I
the
call it a servlet. I just made up a new term.
servlet,
It's a servlet. And you
c-
support and help
co-server,
the people. A co-server. It's
a
even better.
co-server.
You can be a co-server.
Yes, the family
Family
members
members are important
of
too. So we want to
the
think,
people,
yeah,
especially when you go on deployment, you holding things down at home,
writing the
and
cards and sending the
right,
cookies and
care
all that stuff.
packages and taking care of
All
business
that
while your
stuff
man
means
or your
something to these
woman is
guys.
away, your daughter,
I did.
you know.
I did want to mention on that same term, to leave it on a lighter note, with regard to all the people, veterans, servicemen, women that are coming back from Afghanistan. Hope you guys find, home and a peaceful situation here, because in the past with veterans, getting the service and support that they need when they get back
Mm-hmm.
has been a challenge
Yeah.
from all presidents prior to this one. So
Yes,
if
it
this
hasn't been a
president has done
priority.
whatever he's done, whatever, if he turns around and says, you know what, I can create an atmosphere for these veterans to get the best service than they can possibly get, I might like him a little bit.
I would clap for him once.
I might like him a little bit, because at least, you done whatever you did, all your dirt came out, but at least you stuck to your guns and did this one thing, because that is huge. You see veterans, if you've ever been to the VA, that are basically homeless, that are basically, they don't have anything to come back to. So these guys that are coming back,
Mental health.
they're trained at what they do, and they're experts at what they do, and they can't just come back
And be like,
and be
okay,
like,
now I'm gonna be a normal Joe. I'm
right,
going to the post
right,
office. I'm going to the bank.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I support them in any way I can, and like I said, thank you for your service, and it's all to the
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
Peace. We're going to be
Peace.
going out, and
See you
we will
soon.
look for you
See you next
soon.
year.
Bye.